Let's tune our guitars like they do in the video The Scientist from Coldplay. This tuning is 4 strings that are standard: E, A, D, G. But then on the second string, tune it up from B and go to C. Turn it slowly so you don't break your string. So the second string will be a C string. There it is. Okay, and then the final string, we're going to tune from E to F, so we'll also tune up a half step. Turn it slowly so you don't break your string. There we go. There's an F. So we are now in what I call Stanley Jordan tuning, which is E, A, D, G. Then we have second string C and first string F. It's a lot different than standard tuning. One way that you can check your tuning if you don't have a tuner is you tune it to the 5th fret straight across. 5th fret straight across the fretboard. Okay, so we're in this kind of strange tuning, but if we play an F chord in the traditional way, but we don't bar down the last 2 strings, we get open C and open F on the top. There we go. So this song is really in the key of F, and we're ready to start. Okay, now in the video he uses his thumb for a lot of the chords, and so I'm going to show you how to do that, plus I'm going to show you how to use your first finger in case you don't want to use your thumb. Okay, so let's get started. The intro of the song starts on this F, I guess what you would call it, F major chord or F extended power chord. No bar though, because C string and F string are open strings. So you start the intro just by strumming that one chord. And like all Coldplay songs, you just play straight 8th notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you could get by just by doing downs. I throw a few ups in there. Every once in a while I'll strum up like this. That was 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and... Okay, now I'm going to show you this move that he does on the YouTube video. He lifts his middle finger up off the string, and that will reveal the open G string in there. And when you do that, it sounds like this. Gives you kind of a F9 or F sus2 sort of sound. Okay, now if you watch the video carefully, he's actually playing that 1st fret note on the low string with his thumb. So instead of doing this fingering that I've been showing you, replace the 1st finger with your thumb, you still get the same sound. I prefer not to use my thumb, but it's up to you. You can decide which way you'd like to play it. Okay, so let's play the intro together. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now my best advice is to really get the most emotion out of this song, especially if you're a singer and guitar player. You want to kind of drag a little bit in the intro don't take off to the races, you know. Don't start the song and then start to speed up, and then start to speed up, and then go faster. That will ruin the mood of the song right away. You've got to make this a real dirge. You've got to make this very grave. So you want to slow it down and you want to drag it on purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4. If anything, fall behind the beat a little bit. Don't be in a hurry to hit the chords on the beat. There we go. There's your intro. Now let's move on and cover the first verse. Okay, the first verse of the song starts on a D minor chord, which sounds like this. And basically, I'm doing a 4-finger chord here, although on the video he uses his thumb. Let me show you both of those. So I'm starting with what looks like a power chord. Then I'm tucking my middle finger in there on the 10th fret, string 3, which is kind of a stretch. So I like to put these other fingers on first and get them securely in place. Then I'll take my middle finger and kind of stretch that back and get that into position. And there's my chord. Now if I'm going to use my thumb like this to play the bass note, then that means I freed up my index finger and my first finger can play the note in question there, 10th fret, string 3, like that. Okay, so I'm not going to play it with my thumb right now. I'm just going to use my index finger. And you play that for 1 measure. Then slide it to the 6th fret, which would be a B flat major chord. And this time I'm playing my power chord plus the middle finger, but I don't have to stretch it back though. This time the middle finger is playing on the 5th fret. If this were, or I'm sorry, 7th fret. If this were tab, it would say 6, 8, 8, 7. And of course I still have those open strings ringing. I don't have to play a bar chord on any of these chords. String 1 and 2 are open for the whole song. Okay, there's the sound of that chord. Play that chord for a measure. Okay, and then simply slide it and return to the F chord, which is the chord we started the song on. You can still do that move with the middle finger if you want to. Okay, so there are only 3 chords in the first verse, and the 3 chords are D minor, B flat, and F. And you stay on F again and do another measure of F, so 2 Fs at the end. Okay, let's play it together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play it 4 times. There's 4 lines of vocals. Play the line 4 times. There was the verse. Now let's move on to the chorus. Alright, when you play the chorus, you're going to start on a B flat chord. That's on the 6th fret. We played that chord earlier in the song. We played that chord during the verse. You can play it with your first finger, or if you'd rather, you can replace that with your thumb, like he does on the video. Either way is fine. Okay, so you're going to play this chord for 2 measures. Then go to an F chord on the 1st fret. Go. There's your riff. Okay, repeat it and do it a 2nd time. first fret on the E chord. Okay, only twice because there's only 2 lines there to sing. Then finish up the chorus on the 8th fret and play a C major chord. Same fingering we've been playing on the other chords. And what you're going to do is you're going to play it for a measure, and then you're going to hit it once and hold it out for a measure, like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So it's going to end on a C chord. Alright, let's play the entire chorus together now. We're going to start on B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now let's move on to the transition. The transition is easy. It starts on an F chord, play for a measure, move up to the 6th fret, play a B flat chord, do that for a measure, and then return to your F chord again, play for 2 measures. There's your transition. The transition always follows the chorus. So when you play the chorus, always go to the transition next. Here we go. We're going to play that transition together. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now let's move on to the ending. The ending of the song is the same exact chords and strumming as the verse, except he just sings ooh over the top of it. So we're just basically playing the verse, and that's the ending. So you're going to play it a couple times loud, and then you're going to suddenly get quiet and play softly. That's called subito piano. That's Italian for suddenly, softly. Okay, so here we go. Let's play it twice loud and twice soft, and then the song will end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow down. Here comes the end.